y'all, Jay here, back at it again with a different kind of video. Going to Old Port in Montreal at the subway right now. We've seen Loudons here. Let's go. Let's get it. But if you're new, click subscribe if you're returning. Appreciate you. We're debating walking, get some street scenes, but saving energy is best right now. Gonna hit up, gonna go for a few blocks and go from there. Stay tuned. We're here. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 stations. So this subway is Orange Line. There's a couple, but yeah, stay tuned. Give context. So we're on the Orange Line right here. We need to get to Old Port. Let's continue on. Thank you. Subway. That initial station was so deep down. Oh my goodness. I see. Oh. Doors here at Metro. But yeah. So I'm just gonna chill out here for a little hot minute. Just soak in the sights from what I see. Nice dome arc looking situation. Stay tuned. So continuing on, it suggests that the Old Port is this part right here. But we're just gonna, well, walk down together. Just keep going straight until we hit the water. So Old Port, I believe it's that star, and we just walk along like a pier looking situation. But yeah, super nice. Some of these little monuments and whatnot, like bronze statue to my left. There's a castle looking building over there in the background too. And then got like a cool chill greenery situation here as well. Nice. And then you got the Quebec flag with the stars and blue. The blue flag reminds me a lot like Scotland. Scotland has a blue flag. Ireland has like green, white, and orange. Ooh, some interesting looking buildings. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Stay tuned. So apparently this is old Montreal. Buildings look very ancient here. Pretty cool looking spot. Building was made in 1785. It doesn't feel like stone, it feels like a different material. You can see it. Anyways, pretty cool spot. Very old-timey looking facades. But now it's got like paintings and whatnot. We got a church here as well.
En fait, c'est que normalement, en tout temps, tu as du parking, sauf pour les cyclistes.
Breathtaking. Nice dome looking situation as well. And then we got like a Ferris wheel too. So this is the old port. There's a Ferris wheel in front. I just saw someone just zip line right through. Let's show you a view. Seems kind of busy here.
Let's go.
Hold on one second. So walking on Old Port right now. They got these stalls here selling like souvenirs and whatnot. Greenery, which is nice. Hectically busy crowd. I might actually get some postcards. Stay tuned. Like hat stand. We got like a summer vibes, like crazy design shirts here. Oh, they got some popcorn here as well. Hold on, dude. And they got like regular t-shirts as well, about like typical like Montreal stuff, like poutine, the team, jewelry it seems, sunglasses.
What is the name?
Yeah, it's a really busy spot. There's like a bridge going, and people are like paddle boarding on the water too. Pretty vibey. Yeah, it's nice that they got this port situation, but I do really like a beach vibe for sure. Oh, they got a candy stand. More hats, and I might take a look at these posters. Hold up. I actually just picked up some cards here. Inside Notre Dame, Old Port. Old Port, it's kind of a little interesting because you can see that aerial shot. It's like a square that's terraformed over top the water, where we are actually. But yeah, I would honestly say it's nice in the sense that it's like a date vibe, family vibe. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It was like a very quick walk. See people taking photos. But yeah, just in general. A friend of mine said that they do a lot of like festivals, parties. But yeah, obviously it's a Sunday. It's just like relaxed, low key and whatnot. Yeah, stay tuned. And oh, they got food trucks here. Show y'all. The Old Port of Montreal. Probably not gonna do the zip lining or the paddle boat thingy because just thought I'd show you guys the view of that. I will recap a review of Old Port. Stay tuned. Folks, hope you're staying safe, staying healthy, and if you're new, click subscribe. If you're returning, appreciate you. In Montreal right now, about to go to Menard or Canard, I don't know the restaurant name. My buddy selected it, but we're by Old Port. Bumpin' area, so cool. Yeah, and just in general, walking there now, it's about a 14-minute walk where we're at. But Montreal is nice. It's got like these vibey old facades. Looks exactly like Europe. But yeah, I'll show you all a view and head to the restaurant. Very vibey. They got a patio situation here. This street, a couple avenues or streets or whatever, removed from Old Port. Pretty lively. Walking street, pretty busy. Got some street performers too.
No, se trovo chiuso.
But don't want too much walking scenes in this street. Why? Because don't want this food review to be too heavy with the walking scenes here. But it's a pretty cool exploration video for sure. Yeah, stay tuned for the restaurant. This is probably the nicest looking facade in all of Montreal. This one is also nice, and there's a commerce building with the pillars that kind of remind me a lot like the Pantheon. But yeah, we're headed to the restaurant right now. This is Montreal. This is probably the nicest corner. I don't know what corner it is, but it's very nice. These three buildings. Very well executed Montreal. Probably older than like 1700s, to be honest with you. It's in the old town, so. Woo. Hey, here, you're new, click subscribe. If you're returning, appreciate you. This is a different kind of video. This is an exploration video of Old Port. So what is Old Port, you ask? So Montreal can be subdivided into the old and new. So when it comes to downtown Montreal, the newer version, you have like St. Laurent Street, St. Catherine Street. So St. Catherine's is the shopping street, and St. Laurent Street is the party street with all the clubs, entertainment, and so on. When it comes to downtown Montreal, the new version, that's where you can find typical glass buildings, high-rise buildings, financial district, and whatnot. And then to preface, Old Montreal, Old Port, that is the first settlement when the settlers went up the St. Lawrence River, and they colonized that one area where they had like everything in terms of like the church, the homes, and so on and so forth. So Old Port is the oldest part of Montreal, where you could see the historic looking buildings that looks very similar to Europe, where they have the cobblestone streets and the mid-rise buildings made out of the stone there. And that's where you could see the port, where that was the shipping port where they would do trade. There's a Ferris wheel, there's like merchants there, and they also have some cool activities like a zip lining and a Ferris wheel and rowboating as well. So if you ever want to see a historic part of Canada where you get to see old-fashioned buildings and take a stroll down history, I would recommend Old Port. So in terms of a rating, very historic, very unique, has that nice European charm while still basking in the Canadian environment there, where you could still pass off and speak English, all while being in the backyard of Canada here, which is nice. But yes, I'll leave it at that. That's my thoughts. Hope you enjoyed that series of me walking around. It's very picturesque, and I'll leave it at that. Take care. If you're new, click subscribe. If you're returning, appreciate you. Hope you're enjoying this Montreal series where I explored in my backyard of what is Montreal. Take care, signing off, and bye for now.